afternoon, please join me in welcoming number 7, Luke Levan. Luke is walking with Clark and Lisa Levan. His favorite baseball memory is starting against Northwestern at the Dayton Dragons Field. The one thing he would like to say is thank you for always being there for him, to his parents, and for always coming to his game. Luke's goal after graduation is to begin work at Levan's Service Center. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Luke Levan. Let's hear one more time for this awesome class of 2025.
That's Good afternoon and welcome to Alumni Baseball here on Horvath Productions. I'm Bill Tipple with Jeremy Mosley, Michael Horvath here at the controls. And we are just underway. Jaden Campbell, who played college baseball at Bluffton. He's a Bellefontaine alum. And he is in the box, the lefty, against right-handed senior Luke Levan. They recognized, you may have gotten to see the video, but they recognized the seniors just a few moments ago on maybe the best day of the season for weather with high school baseball. It's about 70 degrees. It's very pleasant. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And thanks for tuning in to watch an interesting scrimmage, I guess, because it really won't count, but it will count for pride. Oh, Jaden Campbell thought it was going to go from 3-0 to 4-0, and the home plate ump said, not yet. So it's a 3-1 count. Jeremy, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great game. Beautiful day here at Blue Jacket Park, and I can't wait to call this with you, Bill.
There's ball 4. And Luke Levan, after 5 pitches, really not close on the 4 balls. Campbell can really run.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go early in the count here, Bill.
No score. We're just underway. Top of the first. Pretty good crowd here to watch the seniors. Bellefontaine has a couple of regular season games left, but they'll both be away.
Big lead over there at first and a throwback.
I think this might be Ethan Moore. He's got his Bluffton t-shirt on. Moore and Campbell both went to Bluffton. There's a strike. Moore can run well too. You know, you think of alumni, you think of people that might be older, not to lead off the first 2 batters here. These are two young
And he's
bucks.
going.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, no throw down. Got a real heavy jump there.
Yeah. Man is pitching from the stretch. I would say if we had a race, Campbell might be the fastest guy playing in this game. That's a wild pitch. Gets past the catcher, and Campbell in just a few pitches has made his way all the way over to third base. Swing and a miss. And Moore is punched out.
Yeah, good way to battle to get the first out there.
Yeah, that's a big out too. The best thing when you have a runner on third, nobody out, is you want the strikeout. And Levan got it. Now we see a fan favorite, Doug Casey. There's a strike. Doug holds that bat up high, right-handed batter against the righty Luke Levan. Another strike. He's keeping it low. Those are 2 really good pitches to Doug Casey.
Absolutely, right at the knees. Hard to get through and leading the at-bat here.
Oh, got him. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Casey.
After a rocky first batter.
For Levan, I should say. Yeah. And if either of the batters, Moore or Casey, just hit a ground ball, unless it's probably right back to the pitcher, a run scores.
Absolutely.
That one's popped up, and varsity
Sandoval,
Chiefs should get out of it. They do. Sandoval, the shortstop, smooth, makes the play. So after a leadoff walk,
no damage.
No damage. No score by the alums. The varsity Chiefs come to bat after this pause on Horvath Productions.
This is Trey Daring at Eichholz Daring and Sanford Funeral Homes and Cremation Center. We are committed to providing professional, tailored funeral and cremation services at affordable pricing. We are part of a community, caring individuals, friends, and neighbors who consider it a privilege to serve you in your time of need. We are proud to be locally owned and operated. Our family serving your family since 1903.
Hey, Chiefs Nation! Let's go, Chiefs! Introducing TGH Law, your local legal experts. With decades of experience, our dedicated team is here to guide you through your legal journey. We specialize in personal injury, family law, and business litigation, offering you tailored solutions and results that matter. At TGH Law, we are not just lawyers, we're your local leaders. Trust TGH Law for your legal needs. Call us today and let us fight for you.
Welcome back to Blue Jacket Park. I'm Bill Tipple with Jeremy Mosley. We've got Michael Horvath, our producer, director, camera operator, all the above, here on Horvath Productions. And it's alumni baseball. So it's a scrimmage, Bellefontaine varsity, taking on the alums. And Kevin Gomez, who graduated from Bellefontaine, I believe 3 years ago, is on the hill. Swing and maybe a tip, maybe. I think this is Jose Sandoval who leads it off, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is
Pretty sure.
Allison starting it off here. Bill.
Correct, one of the seniors. That's
Yep.
my fault. Hayden Allenson, who also runs well. These leadoff batters usually can move.
Just missed inside.
Yeah. Chiefs varsity has won 2 straight, beat Springfield Shawnee Thursday 13-4 and beat North Union yesterday 5-1. Gomez's next offering low. Chiefs are a young varsity. I believe the catcher again today is Avon Caudill, a freshman. Sometimes they have Sammy Klein on the hill. He's a freshman. Sometimes Lincoln Bann at first base. He's a freshman. So it's a young team.
Yeah, extremely young, especially in the positions that they play, pitching, catching, first base. It's a difficult spot for a young kid.
And they play in a really hard baseball league. I mean, Kenton Ridge and Jonathan Alder, I think, are 2 teams that could be in the Final Four.
Absolutely. The CBC has got a lot of power, especially up top.
Good pitch by Gomez. Struck him out with a fastball low and away. That ball had some zip on it. Most of the alums try to wear the red Bellefontaine jerseys. Now Gomez wearing one that says Phillies.
It looks like a old school Philadelphia Phillies throwback.
There's a swing and a miss.
Maybe when Pete Rose played.
Yeah, back in the day. I think it's the senior Ashton Foreman. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Righty against righty. That was low and away.
It's a good spot. See if he'll chase another one down there, and just missed.
A quiet crowd. Really. There's a punch out. Strike 3 called.
It got him looking there. Just a great pitch, and I think he might have been looking for something off speed and just blew it by him.
I don't know how you would look at this, Jeremy, because I've never called an alumni game. But I was thinking some runs today, but it's not, and it's still early, first inning, but it's not really looking like that kind of a game.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I would have thought it would have been a 8-7,
Right.
8-6 kind of game. And, there was 4 batters in the first inning, and right now we're on our third with 2 down.
Swing and a miss. Gomez pumping it up there, and he doesn't waste any time.
No, he gets it back in the glove, and he's ready to go.
Actually, I said Avon Caudill earlier. That's not possible. He's the varsity catcher. The catcher right now, though, I'm not. And I know Jeremy's got a defensive sheet.
Moore.
Oh, Ethan Moore. Yeah. That one gets away from him. Ethan's versatile because by trade, he can play a lot of positions. He runs well. He can play outfield. He can pitch. He can play the infield. He might be the most versatile guy in this field today. Tries to frame it, and it didn't miss by much.
It's a close one to take there, especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah. Strike 3 called.
Strikes out the side. Great way to work there.
Hey, Gomez, impressive. Might be up for the Jeremy Mosley Player of the Game. We'll get to that in the postgame.
Absolutely.
We played 1 inning, and there's no score between the alums and the varsity Chiefs here at Blue Jacket Park on Horvath Productions. Welcome back here to Horvath Productions. Go to the top of the second. And Luke Levan still out there for the varsity Chiefs.
And Lane's at bat for the alum.
And Russ Hogue, varsity coach, not happy about something.
They're playing the music, and he does not want it to be played while he's in the field.
Got it. Oh, big swing.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. The batter wanted to hit that one to Pickrelltown. I mean, he took a big old cut. Quickly, there's the scoreboard. Now it gets to the top of the second. No score here at Blue Jacket with Jeremy Mosley on Bill Tipple. It's the varsity Chiefs against the alumni Chiefs.
Good off-speed pitch, just missed outside there. Good spot to see if he would attack it there and just laid off of it.
I think the batter is Cole Comstock. He puts that one in play to center field. Pretty easy play, though.
I had the batter as Lane, and Cole was coming up here, but I could be incorrect.
Oh, wait a minute. You are right. You're right. It was maybe Lane Wisner. That's what I'm going to go with. Brody Boy made the play out in center field.
Another big hack there. He's ready to unload on one.
I think this is Cole Comstock.
Evens it back out at 1-1.
Righty-lefty matchup. Righty-lefty matchup.
Two one and Levain in the stretch. 2-2. Gets out.
Inside.
Batters up. 2 balls, no strikes here with a runner on first. Not a real big aggressive leave at first base, so Levain don't have to worry there.
Hey, given the low pitch, I thought that was a little bit low, but it's a cold strike.
I agree with you, Bill. It looked like it was below the knees, but everyone's zone's definitely different behind that plate.
Mm-hmm. That ball hit towards short Sandoval.
Sandoval. They get one.
Yeah.
Over to Foreman.
Yep, and that's it. End of the inning. So the Alums get a base runner, but they do not score. We played 1.5 between the Varsity Chiefs and the Alumni Chiefs in baseball today here at Blue Jacket. No scores to go to the bottom of the second on Horvath Productions. We move to the bottom of the second here in this Alumni baseball game. Varsity Chiefs Getting ready for the postseason. Taking on the Alumni Chiefs. No score. Bottom of the second. Pitches down low. Kevin Gomez, who was dominant the first inning. Jeremy Mosley with me today. I'm Bill Tipple. Michael Horvath behind the controls, making it all go with the cameras and our other equipment. Jeremy, who we got batting here?
Boy here for the Chiefs.
Brody Boy. He'll be playing college football at Taylor in Indiana. He runs well.
Yeah, play center field well.
Yeah.
Last week against Urbana made quite a few plays out there. Has really good range, and
yeah,
he's down 1-2 here though in this at bat, and looking to try to get a runner on for the Chieftains.
Throws left-handed, bats left-handed.
Oh,
what
right
a play
back
by
up the
Gomez.
middle.
Wow, and if he doesn't get it, I'm gonna guess that's a base hit. Would you say the same, Jeremy?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a rope right up the middle, and great way to field your position there by Gomez.
Yeah. Sometimes those plays as a pitcher are like self-defense. You just stick out the glove, and you're like, oh, I got it.
I found something. Sandoval up to bat here, the shortstop for the Chiefs.
Yeah, one of the best players for Bellefontaine. That one's up high. Another guy with some good speed. Another left-handed bat. Another swing and a miss.
Yeah, it seems like, Bill, a lot of these both teams are taking big hacks at the plate for sure.
Yeah. No score. The 0-1 up high. I think it might be 2-1 actually. Yeah, I think that was the third pitch. Where the varsity Chiefs to me should have the biggest advantage is they've seen a lot more live pitching. I would think some of these alums have not been in the batter's box for a while.
Absolutely. You know, and youth isn't on their side, even though there's some younger guys out there, you know, working normal jobs and not being out there practicing every day and playing every day. It changes, that's for sure.
They got a pretty good pitcher. I mean, Gomez to me is thrown well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swing
He's led in every at bat, struck the first 3 batters out, and then fielded his position wonderful at the 4th batter at the top of this inning.
Keeps the pitch low. Got a pretty smooth delivery, and he looks pretty comfortable on the mound. It's a good fastball, but Sandoval stays alive with the foul ball back towards us. He's wearing a kind of a shin foot protector on his lead leg. That's a big thing in pro baseball. No score, bottom of the second.
Whew.
Up high, and I'll say ball 4. Now my guess is here, he is going to run.
Yeah, I think you're going to try to manufacture some runs right now. First base runner for the Chiefs and one of the fastest guys on the team. Him and Sutton Daring are leading the Chiefs with steals this year.
Now the batter is
Stolle.
Spencer Stolle. Spencer is one of those guys that throws left and bats right. You don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, it's usually the opposite way, right?
Right. I mean, there's some, but not very many. Pitch low.
We'll see how he does now out of the stretch for the first time in the first 2 innings. So
I think Josh Wallace is the shortstop. He would take the throw, I'm guessing, if that happens on a steal attempt. Down low. Sandoval's still not going.
he's not getting an aggressive lead out there, Bill. I really thought he was going to push it and try to steal a base here, but being a little conservative, and now looking at the third base coach, Mossbarger, to get the read and see what he's doing.
Beckham Harmon, one of the players, is the first base coach. There he goes. Throw down just a sec. Oh.
Ooh, just a little high.
Yeah, good job by the center fielder Campbell to back it up. Yeah, so an easy steal. I thought he got a good lead on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a little more aggressive there.
So 1 out, runner on second, no score. Batter is Spencer Stolley. I would say a base hit to the outfield scores.
Absolutely.
Sandoval. Although Jaden Campbell plays at extremely shallow center field.
It would be nice just to see a little blooper there and one coming home to see the arm.
Well, I'm going to also say it'd be interesting if one was hit over his head. I mean, he's got a massive amount of ground to cover behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's playing extremely shallow.
That ball fisted. Gomez can't make the play. And Stolley, who's a speedster, is safe. How's Spencer Stolley? And the only play could be made by Gomez. Just a little ball that was kind of fisted out towards the mound. Good running by Sandoval, by the way. And what I mean by that is not running, because he could have been doubled off.
Absolutely. Almost a great play by the pitcher there. Got off the mound, filled his position, dove, and just barely missed it.
So Sandoval stays put at second. Spencer Stolley's at first. Would you dare double steal here, Jeremy?
Yeah, I like definitely being aggressive, especially with Daring at bat. He's usually the leadoff hitter for the Chiefs, so you know he makes good contact, and I'm being aggressive here if I'm the Chieftains.
Sutton Daring, another young guy. He's a sophomore, right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Kevin Gomez. That one gets past Ethan Moore, and the runners advance. I'll say that's a wild pitch.
I would as well.
I know he got a little bit of leather on it, but it was considerably outside. And now
it takes away the double play, Bill, and anything in play potentially can get the first run on the board.
But the alums bring the infield in on the edge of the grass, which kind of surprises me in the second inning.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss.
Really good pitch there by Gomez. Gets Daring to
in a regular
chase.
High school game, any game, college game, pro game, I don't think you see the infield in like this.
No, yeah, they're playing normal, giving up one run, getting the out, and not worrying about it.
Yeah, in the second inning. If this is the fifth, sixth, seventh, it might be different. No score. Low and away.
Three-one count here for Daring.
It's a big momentum swing. The varsity Chiefs need to get a run, at least one run in this inning. Up high, ball four. They're loaded up, Jeremy. Bases loaded with three guys that can really run. And timeout called by the alums. The infield will gather.
And we have Stolley at bat for the Chieftains.
And Patrick Stolley, that's Spencer's relative, and he can run pretty well too. Not sure who the manager is for the alums. Pretty quick meeting on the mound. Oh, I think it's Keon Collier, who plays at Defiance College. He walked out there like it was his job, like he's been a coach for 10 years. Good momentum break, though, too, in all seriousness, just to let Gomez get a little breather, see how you want to maybe handle the ball that's put in play. That ball's hit past the third baseman. One run will score. And they'll wisely hold up the second runner, Spencer Stolley. So a base hit. Got past the third baseman. I'm calling it a base hit.
That was a rope down third. That's a tough play to make.
Yeah. So now it's 1-0 varsity Chiefs. Base is still loaded with one out, and Patrick Stolley with the big RBI. He's got a chance to be the Jeremy Mosley player of the game.
Now Huffman's up here for the Chieftains. 9th batter.
Swing and a miss. Gomez working from the stretch. Good fastball. Swing and a miss. Zyler Huffman, who's a junior. Righty on righty. 2 strikes. Low. 1 and 2. If Zyler reaches, I think we're going to see Hayden Allenson.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup.
Strike 3 called. That's a huge play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just the second out, but it stops anybody from advancing. So base is still juiced. 2 outs. 1-0 varsity Chiefs over the alum Chiefs. Here comes Hayden Allenson, one of the seniors. Swing and a miss.
Big cut there.
Yeah, not bad.
You know, bases loaded here, senior. I mean, I know it's only the 2nd inning, but definitely a big spot. And
Yeah, it is.
one that you can remember for sure.
Yeah, and if you get a base hit here, you're probably scoring 2. Low.
Good miss there by Gomez. He loves that low right at the knees pitch. And
likes that outside part of the plate to a right-handed batter.
Good off-speed pitch there.
Yeah, you're right. Strike 2, called. One, 2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Gomez works around the bases loaded, only gives up 1. We have played 2 innings in the varsity/alumni game here in high school baseball. The varsity Chiefs lead the alumni 1-0. Back with more after this on Horvath Productions. Back for the top of the third. High school baseball, a beautiful day at the scrimmage. There's a big crowd. Time to salute those Bellefontaine seniors. They were recognized before the game. And the varsity Chiefs lead the Alumni Chiefs 1-0 as we move to the top of the third. Jeremy, we're going to see Kevin Gomez, who's the pitcher for the alums. And after that, we have, I think, Josh Wallace, I believe.
Yep. And then Kelly will be the first three, then back to the top of the lineup.
Gomez fouls it off. Nobody in the third base box for the Alumni Chiefs. They're going to say the runners can figure things out on their own by this point. Up high. Only just one umpire today, I believe, Jeremy?
Yep, just the one behind the plate.
Ball's low. No softball game today across the way. One of the real special places to take in a high school baseball game, Blue Jacket Park.
Yeah, it's beautiful, especially today. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Couldn't ask for a better day to have a baseball game.
I could take every day of the year just like this. Maybe a little bit of snow on Christmas Eve and then crank it back up to 70. Very next day would be good for me. But a little bit of wind at flagpole. You see the flag moving just a little bit, kind of blowing out towards Ludlow Road. So, but I don't think any impact on a ball hit.
Yeah.
Ball fouled back, and to hit it out here at Blue Jacket, 325 to straightaway. 365 in left center, or well, that's left center. 360 in right center. So you gotta hit it. Gomez strikes out. We have seen more strikeouts today than I thought we would see.
Absolutely. That's the fourth one for Levan. Not even one time through the batting order right now. And, 4 strikeouts out of 9 batters, pitching extremely well.
Now Josh Wallace, who's a high school teacher, popular guy at the school, and really one of the all-timers. I mean, he was a great high school player here.
And went on to play college ball at Valparaiso. And
he can hit with power.
as you could tell, the outfield is fairly deep when he came up.
Yeah, Brody, boy, he moved back. That one
Jammed
fouled
him.
off. And
Great attempt there by the first baseman, Foreman.
Ashton Foreman couldn't quite get there. Fouled right by the first base coaching box. 1-1 count. That one down low.
Missing a couple pitches to Josh isn't a big problem yet. A walk he gets on, it's not the worst thing that can happen for sure.
That ball popped up into right field. Right fielder comes in, makes the play.
Yeah, I believe that is Stolley out there and right.
It is Patrick Stolley. Yep. So 2 down quickly. Kind of bragging rights. If Wallace drills one up the alley for a double, he'll let the kids know about it at school.
Absolutely. And now Levan has a little, bragging rights as well. So
Our batter here is
Kelly.
Austin Kelly. Used to be an assistant coach for Coach Hogue. Was a second baseman back in the day in high school. Probably time flies. He's probably been out of school maybe about 12 years.
Probably hasn't seen a whole lot of live pitching
No,
of late.
that's the part that's hard. I mean, well, none of it's easy, but you could go out and probably field the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball, but the hitting is hard.
Absolutely. Throwing it around the field is like, riding a bike.
Yeah.
You'll get it again, but, seeing a 80-mile-per-hour pitch or a curveball not in 6 or 7 years is tough.
That one's low. And I wonder how long they would use Luke Levan. Before the game, Coach Hogue thought maybe 3 or 4 innings. Yesterday, Spencer Stolley pitched a gem. Chiefs beat North Union 5-1. Spencer went 6 innings. Ball 4.
Good at bat there for Kelly, and back to the top of the lineup with Campbell.
Not sure if this is a different batter.
No.
And Coach Oak said they would sub in and out. That one popped up right by us. I'm not sure who that would be. I'll see what I can figure out here, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough with not having the lineups and everything else. Good pitch there by Levan. Has him down 0-2. See if he can get out of the inning and leave a runner on.
That ball hit pretty well to right field. Stolley coming in, makes the catch. So the alums get a base runner with the walk. They don't do anything with it. We played 2.5 in today's scrimmage. The varsity Chiefs lead the alums in the alumni game 1-0. Back with the bottom of the third after this pause on Horvath Productions. Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Stocked Event Rentals. From weddings to parties and special events, we've got everything you need to turn your vision into reality. Need seating? We've got chairs and tables. Looking for some fun? Try our yard games like tumbling timbers and yard pong. Don't forget about our stunning frame tents. Perfect for any outdoor gathering. Visit StockedEventRentals.com or call 937-441-3610 to book today. Stocked Event Rentals, where your perfect event starts.
Hey neighbor, you may be wondering, what makes a community bank special? At Middlefield Bank, it's our people who care about our neighbors and take pride in sharing banking expertise for every stage of life. Because when you're part of the MB community, your goals are our goals, and we're here to help you reach them, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages, loans, and lines of credit to digital banking tools. MB can be your everything bank. Experience the community bank difference with Middlefield Bank. Learn more at middlefieldbank.bank.
Welcome you back to the alumni baseball game today. The Bellefontaine varsity Chiefs taking on the Bellefontaine alums. We're in the bottom of the third. Ashton Foreman, one of the Chiefs seniors, digs in against Lane Reeves. Reeves pumps it up there.
Wasn't expecting that after the warm-up. Holy smokes.
It was a called strike. Another good pitch. Nate Smith behind the plate today. Nate is the JV coach for the Chiefs, but he's a longtime umpire too. And, the JV Chiefs not playing today. Swing and a miss. Lane Reeves, he's an athletic guy. He was a really good player a couple of years ago. He graduated here in 23. As you watch here on Horvath Productions, what is kind of interesting is he's wearing the shorts like he's getting ready to go out to Liberty Hills for 9, and then he gets up on the mound when it counts, and he throws BBs.
Yeah, When he was warming up, he looked pretty good, and then the first pitch, he just reared back and threw absolute gas. I was not expecting that.
Well, Father Time and the age does matter. Jeremy said that early in the broadcast. Some of these alums are 20, 22 years old, so they're right in the prime of their life. When you hear alums and you maybe think old guys, that's not always the case.
No, and I'm only putting one number down if I'm the catcher back here right now. He might not have a whole lot in him still, but that pitch, that fastball is extremely well.
You go fastball all the time.
Yeah, I'm not mixing it up until they touch it.
That might be a base hit. It is. Hit them where they're not.
Levan with a good hit there.
Yeah, right up the middle. Now 2 outs, runner on.
Now, there should only be one down. Foreman was the first batter. Levan was the second. So that 2 outs is incorrect.
You're right. Yep. One down.
We got Boy up here. See how he does out of the stretch. It seems like some of these guys, it definitely changes out of the stretch.
One's up high. Still good velocity.
Yeah, the speed didn't change, that's for sure. They're not holding Levan at first.
There's a strike. Yeah, if you're not – and I know this is just for fun, but if you're not going to hold, is the pitcher maybe when you just go wind up here?
Yeah, I would for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to hold the base runner.
There they go.
Okay.
They must have heard us.
Yeah. That one's high.
Behind 2-1.
That one's high as well, 3-1. Before the game, Jeremy, what would be the magic number of runs to win, would you say? 5 or 6?
Before the game, I would have probably thought around 8.
All right.
Now I'm thinking
3 or 4?
Yeah, it might be 3 or 4. I mean, the defense is playing well. The pitching's playing well. I'd like to answer this after the third inning. See what the Chiefs do here.
Well, they got runners at first and second, 1 out. The scoreboard says nobody out, but there's 1 out. The first batter struck out, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So 1 out, runners at first and second. That ball popped up. Shortstop calls it off. Can't make the catch, but that's an infield fly rule.
Yep.
Well, that's not what I expected to see, but if you're ever going to drop one, that is the time, because It really didn't matter. Nobody advances, 2 down. I think the batter for the Chiefs was Avon Codill.
Yeah, it was going to be Sandoval at the 5 spot there, but we're moving around a little bit. And
yeah.
Good placement there.
Caleb Overman, who's one of the outfielders for the Chiefs, made a big play last night. Drew a runner out from right field. Another strike. Well, if Reeves gets this out, this would be huge for his team. There were runners at first and second with just 1 out. Now runners at first and second with 2 down. That ball's hit pretty well. It's hit over the center fielder's head. It will take 1 hop off the fence. Overman digging. He wants 3. And he'll get it. A 2-run triple for Caleb Overman. That ball gets past the third baseman. Overman trying to make it home, and he will. He looks a little tired. I don't blame him. He makes it all the way around the bases. And the game's biggest play. Caleb Overman with a 2-run triple, and that's we talked about it earlier. The center fielder plays shallow, and if you hit it over his head, it's a problem.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing. You just brought it up earlier in the game, and it was an absolute rope to center field there. And one hopped the fence and gets the triple, then the overthrow and gets home on it.
Tell you what, not that it will matter. Now the Chiefs lead, varsity Chiefs lead at 3-0. 4-0 actually, 4-0 as Overman came around to score on the errant throw. If the center fielder's at regular depth, is it still a hit or is it an out? That to me is maybe the question of the day.
Yeah, that's with his speed out at center field. I think it could be an out.
It could have been. That one's popped up. Doug Casey camping under it. He cannot
just
make
missed
the
it.
catch. And that one, the base runner gets to stay. 2 down, nobody on base. That's an error.
I think the sun just got in his eyes.
Correct.
He usually makes that play there, and
Yep.
he just barely missed it. And
Doug was right there. He's a fan favorite. He's been such a big Chieftain supporter over the years.
absolutely.
That one, Reeves let it rip, but it was up high. Runner on first base. Maybe Beckham Harmon? I can't. Yeah, it is. Beckham Harmon just got on. That one's low and away. So it's 4-0 varsity Chiefs. That might be enough. Still early, bottom of the third. But that play by Overman, that 2-run triple, then scoring on the air, that's the play of the game.
Absolutely. Given a bigger cushion, 1 run is tough to play with, but having 4, you're a little more comfortable, more relaxed definitely as a pitcher. And Levain may be out of the game after 3, as you talked earlier. He may pitch 3 or 4, and we'll see if the relief pitching can lead it to a win here.
I'm impressed with Lane Reeves. Now, Chiefs really didn't hit him hard until Overman got up there.
Yeah, that was a wonderful hit.
There's a strikeout.
He definitely has a lot of fire in that arm still.
Jamie Klein, the freshman, strikes out, but the Chiefs score 3 times. Caleb Overman with what I'll call a little league home run. He got a triple, but on the errant throw he comes home, and he has the game's biggest play, a 2-run triple, and after 3 complete, the varsity Chiefs lead the alums 4-0 here on Horvath Productions. It's Alumni Baseball, the alumni game on Horvath Productions. I'm Bill Tipple with Jeremy Mosley, Michael Horvath at the controls. We go to the top of the 4th, and it's 4-0 varsity Chiefs. Luke Levan now working with the pitcher's favorite thing, and that's a pretty big lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Through 3 innings, he's only given up 1 hit, and pitching a gym right now.
On a beautiful day. That one's high and away. Jeremy, you're pretty involved in youth sports.
Yeah, I help Bellefontaine with a lot of different things, from wrestling to softball to basketball. It's a beautiful thing. I love the youth, teaching everything, and now being able to commentate through Horvath has just been a blessing, and being able to do a game with you is really a cool thing.
Luke Levan with one that got away. Jeremy, I appreciate the compliment. I might have you to pass the headset on to the man of the hour, Russ Hogues up here. How often do you ever get to do a baseball game and talk to the head coach during the game? This has never happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I like doing these types of games. This is stress-free for me.
Yeah,
hey, everybody's having fun. Everybody gets a juice box and a donut, and let's rock.
Yeah, but it's fun. But I mean, I know the guys want to win too. Luke Levan, one of the seniors honored before the game with Coach Hogue and the parents, which is a special deal here. Luke working with a 4-0 lead in the top of the fourth.
He's starting to get tired.
Yeah.
I told him this is his last one.
All right.
So I think he's trying to let it fly, and I think he should just be pitching a contact to guys that haven't seen live pitching in about since last year. Yep, that's a big cut.
Jaden Campbell with the swing and a miss.
I'm surprised Jaden's not bunting here. He's lucky I'm not down in the third base box. I'd have him bunt with his speed.
He can run.
Now he's trying to hit a 4-run home run with only one guy on here. Oh, yeah. Now what the alumni don't know is that the JV coach is currently the umpire.
I said that on air. Snake Smith. Yeah.
They're going to get hosed a little bit.
And you'll be glad to admit it.
Yeah, I mean.
That one's high and away.
Yeah, the zone will definitely be bigger for the alumni.
2-2. How many seniors on the varsity team?
We have 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Pretty cool how they honor them, though, seriously.
Yeah. Yep, so I like this format because, again, if we win, we win. We lose, it's whatever. But I just want the kids to have fun and just remember why they even play baseball. It's like backyard pickup game.
Yeah, there's not enough of that with today's youth.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
younger.
Everybody's under pressure. Shoot, you got like –
Ashton Foreman. Ooh. Do they get anybody?
Yeah, they got him out second.
All right. Well, shortstop makes the play, Jose Sandoval.
I know. I'm supposed to be the base umpire right now, and there hasn't been much action out there, so I decided to take a little breather.
Yeah. Get the lead runner.
Yep.
So now we get to see, I think, Ethan Moore.
Yep. To be honest, I'm super proud of Ethan because he's a 4-year player at Bluffton.
Mm-hmm.
And to get his degree, to be on the team all 4 years, to me is way cooler than, we've had guys go D1 and, maybe not play a year or 2 years there. To get your college degree and play all 4 years on any team, to me, is impressive.
You did that too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And so my goal is kind of, if you see in our dugout, we have like the Chieftain baseball, and we have like Division I players and like drafted players that we've had come to the program. I'm trying to get on the opposite side of the dugout, like almost like a wall of honor for all of our guys that completed and got their degree and also played for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I think that is more of a honor even just playing at the next level in general.
Yeah, and he just graduated, I think, maybe a week ago.
Yeah, and I mean, he grinded. I mean, his freshman, sophomore year didn't get much playing time. His junior year, he got like a couple shots. Got to play at the Detroit Tiger Stadium last year.
That ball hit up in the air.
It's carrying.
It is carrying.
See, the other thing that our guys don't know is that the alumni is using cheater bats. So I thought that may had a chance with a cheater bat.
All right. Well, ball hit well.
Well, now this is the legend right here.
He is.
Once I got the text from Coach Stoller that Doug wanted to participate in this thing, I couldn't let Doug not.
Yeah.
No.
He's got a great looking.
Yeah, I mean, Luke was intimidated the first AB.
It's got a great stance.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna pitch around him here.
And Jaden Campbell goes down to second on the wild pitch. We're talking with Russ Hogue, the varsity coach of the Chiefs. Tomorrow's a big day. Tournament draw. Jeremy was just asking me, which we don't really know.
Yeah, well, I just got an email trying to figure out the seating wise, and for some reason technology's cool nowadays, and come on, Doug!
Throw down to first, and little collision. He's out at first base.
He's out at first.
And no run scores. Jaden Campbell wisely ran the bases, but it won't count.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the inning. Doug with a little just number, I guess. Couldn't quite beat it out, and that's the end of the inning. We'll keep it here with Coach Hogue just for another second longer.
Yep.
Tournament draw, though, tomorrow. Chiefs are D4.
D4.
7 divisions now for the
Yep.
first time ever in baseball. Who were kind of like the powers in the sectional?
In ours, so they basically have it as a super sectional now, so they have it north and south. And for the first time ever, which is kind of nice, before it was almost like a blind draw for like the South District. So you never knew like where Hamilton, Baden, and those teams picked until after you picked. So the draw will probably be a lot longer tomorrow, which is fine. But then you can almost plot where you want to go. It's like, hey, do you really want to go after a district title and then have to face like a big-time powerhouse like a Baden or Jonathan Alder or somebody like that? Or do you want to risk it and play it with some more competitive teams and, avoid those teams until like the regional final? You know what I'm saying? So now it's a little bit more beneficial for coaches at least.
Was Jaden Campbell a college player, by the way?
Yeah, he was at Edison at first for baseball, and then he transferred to Bluffton and then go play football.
Okay.
So he was well-versed. And then Keon, the third baseman, he's still at Defiance, and he's trying to get his finance degree. Kevin Gomez, he was at Edison, and then he did his 2-year program, but now, man, he loves baseball so much, he's like playing some adult independent baseball league, so that's why he was carving up our guys early on.
Well, he looks smooth.
Yes.
His delivery, the way he threw the ball. And, your team has won 2 in a row. Beat Springfield Shawnee Thursday 13-4. Beat North Union here yesterday 5-1. And this is when it counts. Chiefs are not a factor in the league race here, which the league is very difficult. But what are you looking for in the next week or so? Because this is when teams really want to be at their best.
My always season expectations, because I'm a realist and I know how our league is an absolute gauntlet. So to burn out your guys to try to win a league title, especially in our league, to be honest, is not smart. So you got to kind of like ease into the season, see where guys are playing well at, and then you want to be hot late. And I always reference other teams like last year, Fort Recovery. They were, I think, 7 and 14, and they made it all the way to the state Final Four last year. So it's like, baseball records and all that stuff is not. High school baseball, it's all about who can get hot at the right time.
Yeah, maybe pitching matchups.
Yep.
If you're, you got 2 games left regular season, Monday at Tecumseh, Tuesday at Indian Lake. But once you get into the tournament, big swing and a miss right there. Once you get into the tournament, most people have 2 pitchers at that point. Who are the 2 you're going to?
Well, I will probably, in all seriousness, it'll depend on who we play. So I will know more on Sunday, but there's a lot of teams, especially on our side, that have a lot of lefty hitters. So like Ben Logan, they're lefty loaded, and so I'd probably throw Spencer against them. And if we don't play a lefty loaded team, then I'd probably end up throwing, like Luke or somebody like that, because I like the righty on righty.
All right, and getting the leadoff walk was Kyle Boop, one of the sophomores. Where have you seen your? You probably want to get down there. I'll wrap it up with this. But where have you seen your team grow?
To be honest, the thing I truly like about this team is they all get along so well. With any high school sports team, the only thing a coach wants is for their players to mesh, because, again, I always believed in players play for each other. They don't play for a coach. They don't, what I'm saying, they play with their friends. They want to do well with their buddies. They want to play well for them. So that's kind of like the expectation always kind of.
So pretty good chemistry.
Chemistry is crucial.
Okay.
So that's why I always try to keep a lot of these guys around, even though they may only be a JV player or varsity player or whatever. I always like to keep them around and give them chances just to make sure that they're having fun.
Well, and if you're an older player and get surpassed by a younger player on any high school or college team, there's a called strike. That's tough. If you're the older player that got surpassed, you got to be a heck of a person to deal with it. And that has happened. You got a starting freshman catcher, Avon Caudill, starting freshman pitcher at times, Sammy Klein. I think Lincoln Banna plays a lot. He's a freshman. So, that says something about the older players.
Correct. And that's their maturity. And also, I'd say it's their character. It's not about me, it's about we kind of thing. So that's what I've tried to instill in them, just anywhere in life as well. Anderson Collins hit it to Wallace. Keon's going to cut him off, and he's going to trip over his own feet and throw it away.
Yep. Now runners at
second and third. If our Now this is where we get in the old. Now nobody's home, and he's safe. This is where you can see the alumni coming out.
Well, they still didn't score on that play, but that was an error. We were saying maybe 30 minutes ago, the hardest part we think for the alums is just seeing live pitching, because you can catch it and throw it a little bit even when you get older, but the hitting is, I think, the hardest part.
Correct. I don't care who you are. I attribute baseball and golf to be about the same sport. You can't just hop out of the car and grab a golf club and go shoot 35, and vice versa. You can't just hop out of the car and go grab a baseball bat and think you're going to lace one with a double. But Cole Comstock proved me wrong. He said he hadn't picked up a bat since he was here 4 years ago, and he laced a single down the left field line. So Ethan's carving him up with that curveball. Some of these JV guys are seeing some pitches that are moving like they haven't seen before.
Well, nobody out, though. And the batter for the
This is Kyle Boop. They had a jersey change.
Okay.
The one on third is Lincoln Bannon, and then second is Anderson Collins. Now he's just trying to get too cute. You just better throw a fastball.
Well, we were impressed, too, when we saw alum Lane Reeves. He could pump it up there.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Lane should still be at the next level. That's by you.
Yeah,
it's a Louisiana fastball right there.
Yeah, strike three. Swing and a miss.
Now this next guy is Van LaFollette. These are, I would say, all our players love Van's commentary, so they're gonna give him a good time up here.
What position usually?
Outfield.
Okay.
Now, Coach Moss, you can see he's looking over at the dugout trying to figure out why they're squawking.
Puts it in play.
Oh, here we go.
And a run will score.
Run will score. He got an RBI. He did his job.
Yeah, first baseman makes the play.
Jared Boffman.
By the way, on our lineup card, we have a Robbie. Is that Robbie Wilderman?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why he's playing is because his related to Sammy Klein. Gotcha. So we might have a brother-on-brother matchup.
Oh.
Alex Caudill, unfortunately, he's laying low just because, A, it's an alumni game, and B, he's got, I would say, a lot more expectations and experiences needed this summer. So this is just a way that he can just hang out with us.
He's hanging,
guys.
but if his team would be up like maybe by a run in the seventh, would they ever just put him out there?
No. I wouldn't put him out there. Heck no. Come on now.
All right.
There's too many horror stories. I'm not ruining that particular situation.
Something could happen. That's true.
Yeah.
He had a great year at Lake Erie.
Yes,
he throws
did.
hard.
Yes, he does. I mean, again, I still think he's the type of player. Reminds me, maturity-wise, a lot like Tavian. Like Tavian, how he carries himself is, you know what I'm saying? Alex carries himself very similar.
Swing and a miss.
That's Trey Deo.
And Moore just pumping it up there. He gets a big out with a couple big outs, but the Varsity Chiefs do score a run on an infield ground out.
Yeah, the alumni got to get something going here.
It's 5-0 Varsity Chiefs as we go to the top of the fifth. Russ, we won't keep you any longer. Good luck with the draw tomorrow.
Thank you. Now, hopefully my face or head's not too sweaty for you, Jeremy.
We will take a break, come back with the top of the fifth. The Varsity Chiefs kind of having their way so far today. They lead the alums 5-0 after 4 complete on Horvath Productions. Horvath Productions doing the alumni baseball game here today, and this is a new tradition at Bellefontaine High, something Coach Hoag's just started. We just heard from Coach Hoag a moment ago. Second year they've done it. Last year the alums won. Right now the varsity Chiefs in position to win, though. The varsity Chiefs lead it 5-0 as we go to the top of the fifth. They've made a pitching change. Luke Levan went 4 complete. He stands to win this game. He cannot lose it. And he only gave up 1 hit and pitched really well. I'm Bill Tipple with Jeremy Mosley. Jeremy, how about the way Luke looked out there today?
Yeah, he was pitching extremely well. Just a couple walks. Wound up with 4 strikeouts. Whenever you get a 4-to-1 ratio, it's a pretty good game. And only giving up 1 hit.
Brody Boy, one of the leaders of the team, plays center field. Saw his brother earlier. We couldn't figure out who number 6 was in the red jersey. That's Daniel Boy, who graduated from here 10 years ago. He's a dentist in Bellefontaine now. Brody with a cold strike. Now, Coach Hoag said, see if Jeremy can explain this so our viewers, listeners, he said the alums have cheater bats. Which that sounds a little shady, I guess, if people are really keeping score here, so to speak. But what's a cheater bat?
So there's definitely different kind of bats out there, and the college style bats to what you're going to get off a shelf at a Dick's Sporting Goods is definitely different, and
okay,
little different pop to it, and it's just like if you grabbed a golf club, as he talked about sports. You grab a golf club from Tiger Woods. It's not going to be the same one that you go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get.
All right. So these bats should be able to really drive the ball. Ooh. Keegan Collier with the great eye. That was close.
Yeah, 2-2 here.
All 3. Jeremy, you got a favorite pro team?
I'm actually a Braves fan.
All right.
Liked them since I've been a little kid.
Yeah. They got a lot of good teams. One popped up out of play. I guess I would say back to the Braves have been good so many times, I'm surprised maybe they haven't won more titles.
Yeah, back in the 90s, they definitely should have with that pitching staff. You have 3 Hall of Famers and another guy that was really good, and to only get 1 championship is pretty wild.
Ball 4. Collier worked a walkout.
And the one they won, they had to win against an Ohio team. They beat the Indians.
They did. Yeah, I'm a Tribe fan. I grew up by Cleveland, but Atlanta was probably a little bit better, I thought. Right now, the team that's kind of got my attention, I think this might be
Detroit.
This is Lane. Yes, the Detroit Tigers. Maybe Lane Reeves in the box now, I think.
Yep, pitcher. You can tell with the shorts.
Yeah, but the Detroit Tigers have been something else so far. Always Collier trying to make it, and he will. Trying to see if it's still Hayden Allenson behind the plate. I think it is.
I do believe, yes.
Yeah, Hayden, one of the 5 seniors on the team.
Yeah, the Tigers, though, Bill, have really played well. They got the reigning AL Cy Young winner with Skubal, and pitching staff's well, hitting the ball well.
They've scored a bunch, yeah.
Yeah, they have the best record in the major league, I think, as of yesterday. So
yeah. Runner's going, and the pitch is low. So another stolen base. Allenson tried to scoop that one that was low and kicked to his right a little bit. Boy needs outs. Even if he gives up a run, Collier's at third with nobody out. Ooh. Looked a little bit low.
Hey, Coach Hoag talked about that. The strike zone's a little bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
Not getting any favors back there right now for the Alumni.
That one gets away from the catcher, and Collier will score. He made the most of getting on base. He's a very heady base runner.
He absolutely gets to second and third and then gets through on the
first run of the game for the Alums. They trail at 5-1.
Ooh.
We're in the top of the fifth, 5-1. Varsity leads the Alumni Chiefs.
Yeah, Reeves with a really good at bat here, working it full and trying to get on.
He does. Boy has given up 2 walks.
I think you don't need to hold him here. I hope to goodness he's not sliding with shorts on.
Reeves is a speedy guy, though. He might try to run.
And I was wrong. He just said, I'm going face first.
He did. And he didn't waste any time.
No. First pitch, he absolutely attacked it. And as you said, he definitely has some wheels. And I'm assuming he's going to try to go to third here and try to manufacture some runs. Little small ball play.
JT Mundy coaching over at third. And the umpire, I don't know what he pointed at. Reeves is going to come around to score.
Yeah, I believe he called it a strike as he was attempting to bunt.
Oh, okay.
And just missed it, and no foul tip. And, you know, he gets the third, then an overthrow, and gets home for the second run for the Alumni.
And here comes Mike Mossbarger out to talk. Mike's the assistant coach. I know the game is for fun, but more than the score, more than giving up a couple runs, it's been very shoddy defense, and the pitching has been not in the zone either. So, you know, that's just something you don't. I believe how you play is habits, and you want to snap out of this habit right now if you're the Varsity Chiefs.
Absolutely. You know, tournament time right around the corner. You know, just get back into the game here, settle them down, and try to get this first out of the inning and build on that.
Anytime you make a pitching change, there's a little uncertainty in what's going to happen, too. That one's low. Both ways. You know, how's the team, the offensive team going to handle a new pitcher, especially going from righty-lefty, and how's the new pitcher going to perform? First, can he locate? If you can't command a baseball, you probably can't pitch very well that day.
Yeah, it's definitely a day-by-day thing. You see it at all levels, and you know, right now we're at 2-2, I believe.
Yeah.
And you'll see if Boy can make a big strike here and get things going for the Chieftains.
Mm-hmm. He's had some balls, and then the Chiefs have just not played very well behind him. Ooh. Close. I think it's the right call. I think it was low.
I agree. I think it was low as well. He was definitely wanting that pitch, and it's been called there a little bit today, and it was a good placement and just missed.
3-2 pitch. All 4. So another walk. Looks like the Chiefs might be getting some folks loosened up in the pen. They might be making a pitching change.
And they are. This is Aiden Smith.
Yeah, big, lanky right-hander. I don't think he ever warmed up in the pen.
He did not. This is actually my nephew.
Okay. Not sure you'd see this in a regular game or
No, just
nobody's in the pen.
You come in and you get 7 pitches, and now it's your turn, kid. Go get them.
Wow. Okay then. Well, if Aiden could hear your words of advice or encouragement, Jeremy, what would you say right now?
You know, I think if he just finds the zone, he'll be okay. You know, the defense, you know, when it's been hit at them, they've played well. A few little missed throws, some stolen bases, you know, this inning. But, you know, the first 4 innings they've played extremely well. I think if he can find the zone and just make them put the ball in play, you know, get out of this inning with still a lead, and they'll be okay.
First, I'd give the same answer as you, maybe even shorter in my words. Throw strikes.
That is key.
Throw strikes.
The only bad thing is only getting 7 pitches. You don't know what you're going to really have.
Yeah. See who the batter is here for the Alums. That ball hit well to left center, and it may get past the outfielders. It will take 2 hops up against the wall, and a run should score. Well, no.
Oh, Sandoval with a great throw down.
Yeah.
Just a little errant to the left, but great stop by the catcher.
Yeah, so an RBI double. Runner takes third on the throw home. I'm not sure who that batter was, number 20 for the Alums.
Yeah, they've mixed their order up, Bill, and I'm not real sure who 20 was either.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good shot to left center there. And
yeah, and that's not a case where the outfielder was playing shallow. That ball was drilled. That one popped up. Out of play. 5-3, but the Alums have scored 3 times.
And still none down here in the top of the 5th. Ball gets behind the catcher there, but no harm. 1-1.
Yeah. Would you say the game's kind of a mix of some intensity and then some fun too?
Oh, absolutely. You know, these guys are definitely having a blast. The high school kids, you know, love this, and, you know, being able to step back on the field for the alumni is just a wonderful thing. Great experience for both of them, I believe.
5-3 our score. Low.
2-2 here.
Aiden Smith in a tough spot again. Literally coming in fresh. Is up high.
It's a big pitch in the game, you know, having a full count, runner on third and no one down.
And the varsity Chiefs are not going to use their main arms. It's popped up. Sandoval coming in makes the play. That's a big out. They get an out, runner still on third. Kevin Gomez will pop into the box. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Aiden Smith. Aiden, a sophomore or junior, you think? There?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. That's a young baseball team for the varsity Chiefs. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. That one popped up. Long run for Sandoval, the left fielder making a long run, and cannot make the catch in foul territory.
Not the worst thing to happen, because definitely would have got a run in, but
yeah, matter of fact, how intentional or unintentional was it?
Yeah, it's hard to tell there, but
the fielder was there.
You know, sometimes I think I just would rather have the out. You know, be still up 1 run and try to get out of the inning with the lead, going to the bottom half. But
you know who the left fielder is right now for the varsity Chiefs?
I believe it was Stolley. I think he still may be out in left. That's who started in left field, but okay. I can't see the number.
Right. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 1 out. Runner on third. Varsity Chiefs lead the Alumni Chiefs 5-3 here in the top of the 5th. Josh Wallace waiting on deck. daughter doing any youth softball already? Like, have they played games?
We've had a couple tournaments, but they've been rained out. We have a tournament coming up next week. We have a scrimmage today at 5 o'clock, and you know, it's a good time to be outside running around.
Ball's popped up over to second. I believe that's Sutton Daring who makes the play.
Number 3. I think that's
Tyler
Huffman.
Huffman.
You know, good inning so far here after the big hit left center for Smith. You know, getting the last 2 batters out here. Now it goes up against Josh Wallace. So big at bat here and big pitches.
Wallace can drive the ball.
Now it gets by him.
And the runner scores. 5-4. Wild pitch. Would you score that?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a wild pitch. It's a tough one there back there for Allison to get, and you know, now the Chieftains just need to get one more out and still have the lead.
Yeah, bases. That ball hit high to left, fairly deep. The left fielder there makes the catch.
And the third out.
He didn't miss by much.
No, there was a few of them that were hit hard for sure.
He did not miss by much, but the alums do some damage. 4 runs. We played 4.5, and the varsity Chiefs lead the alums in the alumni game 5-4. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th after this on Horvath Productions.
This is Trey Daring at Eichholz Daring and Sanford Funeral Homes and Cremation Center. We are committed to providing professional, tailored funeral and cremation services at affordable pricing. We are part of a community of caring individuals, friends, and neighbors who consider it a privilege to serve you in your time of need. We are proud to be locally owned and operated, our family serving your family since 1903.
Introducing TGH Law, your local legal experts. With decades of experience, our dedicated team is here to guide you through your legal journey. We specialize in personal injury, family law, and business litigation, offering you tailored solutions and results that matter. At TGH Law, we are not just lawyers, we're your local leaders. Trust TGH Law for your legal needs. Call us today and let us fight for you.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. And we've got leading it off for the varsity Chiefs. It's a new player. Swing and a miss.
Zach Levi is at bat here.
Okay. All right.
And the last out there recorded for the Chiefs was in left field was Maddox Miller as well.
And the varsity Chiefs go 1 up, 1 down here. Play maybe by the third baseman. Trying to see who this batter is. Allenson, the catcher today. Senior, Hayden. He has put in a day's work. You could tell by looking at his uniform.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good poke there.
Yeah, he did.
Got past the left fitter. Off the fence.
Yeah,
That's a
he
deep drive.
Just missed a home run. Kean Collier is a college player as the pitcher. And that's what's interesting sometimes to me anyways. I don't know what your observation will be, Jeremy, but it didn't look like he had like a super hard swing.
No, it looked like he actually got
the barrel. You get the barrel on it, but he just had a very, I thought, relaxed swing. But man, did it carry!
It was just smooth. He didn't overswing. Just made really good contact and about took it over the fence there.
He missed by 3 feet.
Yeah.
Pitch inside to Foreman. He wanted to show bunt. If you're trying to play to win, which they are, even though they're having fun, another run is huge. It's still just the bottom of the fifth. They'll play a 7-inning game. 5-4 varsity Chiefs. They would love to get another run in.
Yeah, you got to definitely try to get a few of those back and have a little bit of a cushion.
Swing and a miss. Ashton Foreman with a big smile. Does get down to bunt. It's a good one.
Good bunt, yes.
Collier makes the play. And even though that Foreman is out, the sacrifice is complete. And moving over to third is Allison, who is a pretty fast guy. Now, I believe there were 2 strikes there. Am I right?
Yes.
So he still went with the bunt. Does that surprise you?
Absolutely. You know, you bunt it foul and you're out. So, you know, Russ Hogue and the squads, you know, we're here to play to win, and I had faith that he could get it down.
That one hit into foul territory. Gomez really gives a great effort. Can't make the play.
Great hustle there.
Yeah, between the home plate area and the third base area. Well, they definitely broke tendency. With 2 strikes, you probably don't try to bunt. I don't know if they would do that if it's, round 1 of the tournament here in about a week and a half.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see that being called very often.
Got maybe some action in the Bellefontaine pen. There's a strike.
Down 0-2 here.
Not sure who's warming up. That will get a run in. Base hit to left field. Allenson scores and an RBI single by senior Luke Levan. He stands to be the winning pitcher. He's got an RBI.
He definitely wanted to get another run in there so he could try to get that W.
Jeremy Mosley, player of the game, which is worth millions of dollars, really. It will be announced here in the postgame.
Yeah, you at least can get a dime hot dog that's out there.
Well, they do have that today, seriously. Chieftain backers have dime a dog day here.
Just missed outside there to Boy.
Up high. Strike called. 2-1 now on Brody Boy. 2 down. Levan on first. Boy reaches. We'll see the smooth Jose Sandoval. Low. 3-1.
Yeah, good placement there. Just a little low.
Yeah. I thought it was a good call. Wind is blowing out more now to left. Another strike. Looked off speed to me.
Yeah, I definitely think he crossed him up there, and would be surprised if he doesn't come back with a fastball here with a full count. He's shaking him off, so he's getting to his pitch for sure. Went off speed again.
Ball close. A little bit outside. Now Sandoval.
Sandoval can get a hit here and get another run or 2 in, you know, to give that cushion back to the Chieftains.
Not sure who we might see pitch. I'm not sure if they'll stay with Aiden Smith or not.
Good rip down first base just off the glove and is going to be safe.
Yep, everybody is safe. Bases loaded.
Great stop there by the first baseman, and if it gets through, it's a run. And,
Yeah, it is.
Definitely saved a run there.
See who the batter is here.
Spencer Stolle.
Yeah, this is a big, big moment in this game, Jeremy. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah, the Chieftains had the bases loaded and left them full 1 inning, so you don't want to leave 3 ducks on the pond 2 times in 5 innings, that's for sure.
Foul back on the off-speed pitch. It's quickly 0-2. Jaden Campbell still plays, I think, a pretty shallow center field.
Yes. Yeah, they were a little shallow to start the inning.
More so.
And now at least the left fielder's moved back and the right fielder has as well. Great pitch there to close the inning out.
Yeah, called strike 3. But the Varsity Chiefs do score a run. We played 5 complete here in the Alumni game today at Blue Jacket Park. Bellefontaine Varsity Chiefs lead the alums 6-4. Back with the top of the 6 after this pause on Horvath Productions. We'll go to the top of the 6. Aiden Smith pitching for the Varsity Chiefs. New catcher, Jose Sandoval, a man of many talents. Ball hit to the right side, and it's a flare into right center for a base hit. I think that's Austin Kelly.
Just over the second baseman's head there.
Yeah. Zyler Huffman at second. So a runner on first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Boy, you talk about a big, big, big swing.
Yeah, that's the difference between the one that hit it off the fence at 325 that didn't look like a big cut to one that's they're trying to hit it over the scoreboard.
Yeah. 6-4. Varsity Chiefs lead the alums here in the top of the 6th. Another big swing. Swing and a miss. Next will be Jaden Campbell.
Big run going. Sandoval with the throw down, no one's there.
And it gets past the shortstop, and the base runner will make it all the way to third.
I don't think Darren knew that he was going to throw it down there and just didn't field the ball.
Yeah.
Got a runner on third, 1-2, and 0 outs there.
Yeah.
Big spot.
Yeah. Smith would love the strikeout.
Good stop back there by Sandoval. You definitely don't want to give him a free one.
No. 1-2 count. Smith from the stretch. Inside. Ashton Foreman playing in close at the cut of the infield grass. I guess if he gets a hard shot to him, he might go home. Swing in a minute. Well, nope.
Just
nope,
got
nope.
it. Good look back by.
Oh.
Foreman just off the glove.
Yep, that's an error, and a run will score. So it was a strikeout, but with first base unoccupied and less than 2 outs, you can go.
It's
And
a
that's
big
what
play,
happened.
yeah. And going back to the top of the lineup, it's a big play still not to get an out and a run in after a strikeout.
Runner is going. Get right back to Smith, throw over to first, and they got the speedy Jaden Campbell. Little hit and run, runner at second now with 1 down.
Yeah, he definitely got it down. I think if he could have got it on a line with his speed, he could have made it interesting for sure with the first and third baseman not crashing there, and just a bunt right back to the pitcher to advance the runner.
More of a squaring bunt or a swinging bunt to you, Jeremy?
It was kind of like a delayed bunt, if it's a such thing.
All right.
It wasn't like a slap hitter in softball, but
yeah.
More up to bat here. And
Runner was going anyways. We got a great lead. So runner at second, 1 down. It is a 6-5 game in favor of the Varsity Chiefs over the Alums.
just a bit high there.
Yeah. Not by much. One out, 1 on. Ball
Drive to center.
putting the
Boys
air.
under that.
Brody Boys there makes the catch.
And the little things that could have been the third out of the inning.
Wow.
Hopefully it doesn't bite them in the rear end here, but you know,
Yep.
Casey up to bat. You know,
It's got a very classic stance. He holds that right elbow up. Runner's going.
one.
And he'll
Got it.
make it.
Yeah, he got a really good jump there.
He did. Good scoop, good backhand by Sandoval behind the plate. Not a bad throw, but the runner was safe.
Yeah, Sandoval is just a really good athlete.
Yeah. He might be the Chiefs' best all-around player. I don't know what you would say. I mean, when you look at all the tools of running, throwing, catching, hitting, if he's not their best, he's one of their best.
Yeah, he's got it all for sure. He's the complete package. Back to the pitcher Smith and gets the last out, still up 1, going to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, bottom of the 6th, the Varsity Chiefs in front of the Alums. 6-5 here on Horvath Productions. move to the bottom of the 6th, and the varsity Chiefs lead the Alumni Chiefs 6-5 here in high school baseball, scrimmage baseball today on Horvath Productions. Jared Boffman, lefty.
Against Sutton Daring.
And Sutton's a good player. He can do a little bit of everything on that baseball diamond. There's a strike. Now, we were watching the warm-ups, and Jared Boffman was not close, but I kind of wonder if that wasn't just a little bit of a ploy there.
Yeah, he's close to the zone now, just missing a little outside. If he can dial it in. You know, the lefty said I'm throwing all fastballs. He told the Chiefs, so see if he's going to try to trick him and go off speed here. We're ahead or tied in the count 2-2.
He graduated maybe 3 years ago. Played high school baseball. That one's outside. Gets back to the screen. 3-2 count. Again, it's a close game. 6-5, bottom of the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. If the Chiefs, varsity Chiefs, score a run, that is huge.
Yeah, we talked about at the beginning of the call what we thought the score could be. At one point, it looked like it might be 4 runs to win, and now it still could be the 7 or 8 that we were thinking, Bill.
Fly out to left field for Deering, 1 down. Here comes Avon Caudill. I think this will be his first action.
Yes, first at bat for him today.
Caudills are a big name in baseball around here. His dad was the former head coach. Alex Caudill, Carter Caudill, they've all been good in baseball. And then Avon Caudill looks like he's going to do some big things. He's a freshman starting catcher typically.
Yeah, you know, start as a freshman on a varsity team is something special, especially at that position.
Move it outside. 2-0, I might take. See if the pitcher could throw a strike. 3-0. Definitely take here, don't you, Jeremy?
Yeah, you definitely need to try to get a runner on and get a cushion here.
6-5. Varsity Chiefs lead the alums in the bottom of the 6th. Caudill shows bunt. I just think he's going to do nothing. He did nothing, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, you used to see a lot of that back in Little League and Farm League right there, is just put the bat out and try to distract their eyes and pull back.
It worked. This is Patrick Stiley, I believe.
Yeah, 18.
Yep. That might be trouble. Well, Ethan Moore coming in. They'll make the catch. 2 down. Thought it might get down.
Yeah, Patrick had a single earlier in the game. Nice little shot. And, you know, not a bad hit there. Just hit it right to left field, and they made a play.
3-sport athlete. This is, I think, Caleb Overman.
Yeah, he came in and had the big 2-run triple to open the game up and then scored on the overthrow.
Ball's up high. He's a gritty player.
Yeah, he does. He does everything, you know. He's just overall a really good player for the Chieftains.
Two outs, runner on first. Wonder if the Chiefs will go to a different pitcher in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, I believe they are. It looks like we have one warming up over there.
Maybe Ashton Foreman.
Yes. Number 9, Ashton Foreman over there, senior.
Chiefs Monday are at Tecumseh. Tuesday at Indian Lake. And finally some baseball weather. Baseball's a strange sport with the weather in high school baseball.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get, especially in Ohio.
Some of the days it's just downright cold. 35, 40 degrees. Then you add in the wind.
And I'd be a little worried sometimes when it's that cold with how expensive these bats are. That cold weather, they don't want to be out there hitting baseballs at 30 degrees.
That one's outside, 3-1. Okay, if you're Overman here, Jeremy, you taking?
I'm giving him the green light, and I'm going to try to score a run here because you think it's a fastball and it's going to be there, and if you don't like it, you do that right there and
ball 4.
get a walk. You know, I'm going to be aggressive in the last, the second to last inning and try to get a couple runs so I have a little cushion going to the 7th.
Comes Zyler Huffman Jr. Popped up. Gomez giving chase. He can't get there.
Been a really, really good contested game here today,
close,
Bill.
no
6-5, that 5th inning for the Alumni really got things going for them. Before that, they only had 1 hit. Big run here from 2nd to 3rd with a steal. No look back, and, we just took off.
Yeah, talk about getting a lead. Avon Caudill, textbook on the timing in that. Strike 1 pitch. Ooh. Well, Huffman tried to sell it where he pulled the bat back, but the umpire said, no, that's a strike.
Yeah, has him down 0-2 now, I believe, right?
Yeah. Wow, good play made by Gomez. He saved a run.
Yeah. Overman went to 2nd on that, so you have 2 in scoring position. A hit here is huge for the Chiefs to try to get this lead extended to 3.
Popped up.
It may get down. Wallace is under it. Oh. Got 1 run in. May have lost that thing in the sun. And
yeah, well, he had a long way to go, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And Overman from 2nd to 3rd was there and got caught up a little bit on 3rd base.
But a run scores.
Yeah.
Rule that a hit or an error. To me, that's a hit.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's a tough play from a shortstop, going that far back in the outfield. Just a good placement there.
That was Zyler Huffman. I believe that was the batter.
Yes. Yeah, that's the dead spot that they call it. And it's a tough spot to have, for outfielders or shortstops to make on that side of the field.
And the batter for the Chiefs right now,
Sammy Klein, freshman.
The freshman swings at a high one, fouled it back, out of play, strike 1 count. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 down. That one's low. Boy, a solid base hit changes the whole complexion of this game. It could go to 7-5 to 9-5 in a whisker. Another good play by Gomez.
And the Chiefs want to get back the Alumni win from last year to even the series back to 1-1 here.
Mm-hmm. There's a strike.
Good pitch there, great location. Evens the count at 2-2.
Well, it's easy to say after the moment, but that was a great one to swing at.
Yeah, for sure. And it's tough, being a young kid, freshman, going against the guy that's been.
Well, you're coming off the bench, too. He has not played any in this game today.
Good hit.
Oh, that is a good piece of hitting by Sammy
He's
Klein.
going to get 2 in and a double at least here.
Yeah. Split the right fielder and center fielder, and a 2-run double for Sammy Klein.
That's a big-time hit there, Bill.
That was a great at-bat. Great at-bat. He had 2 strikes. Lined it right over the glove of Austin Kelly at 2nd, so a 2-run double.
It gets them the cushion that they definitely wanted at 9-5.
I think this is Hayden Allenson, one of the 5 seniors.
And pitching change. Looks like Campbell, right?
Yeah, Jaden Campbell.
He's coming in with no warm-up. He didn't think he needed any warm-up pitches, and coming from the stretch after playing center field and first base, and The first one is a little short.
Hayden Allenson, one of the 5 seniors. The seniors on the team are Allenson, Brody Boy, Ashton Foreman, Luke Levan, and Alex Crable. That one's away. 2 outs. The scoreboard is wrong. It says 8-5. I'm going with 9-5.
It's right on our stream,
our
but
broadcast, yes.
wrong on the
Big
scoreboard out in left center. Ball 4. That should be ball 4.
Well, Nate Smith just said 3.
Yeah,
balls.
he hop stopped the first one and then missed the last 3 out. But
So it's a 3-1 count. There's ball 4.
First and second here for the Chieftains, and potentially the guy that might be coming in to try to close the game out, Foreman, looks like he was warming up.
Yeah, I think he's pitching next inning.
Nothing like trying to get a couple extra runs for you before you go in and pitch. There's a big gap, Bill, in left field here. And the right fielder's playing fairly shallow, so if he can make some good contact either way here, might be able to get a run or 2 in.
That one's outside.
1-1.
Nine-5 score. The Varsity Chiefs lead. There's a strike. Good pitch by Campbell. That one gets past Gomez, who's been really solid at catcher, and moving over to third.
Yeah, he's played a good game today for sure.
Moving over to third is Sammy Klein. Moving over to second is Hayden Allenson.
Big pitch here at 2-2.
Yeah, a base hit scores 2 more runs. Called strike 3, outside part of the plate. Campbell gets it done there. Move to the bottom of the top of the 7th. And the Varsity Chiefs lead the Alums 9-5 on Horvath Productions. Planning an event? Make it unforgettable with Stocked Event Rentals. From weddings to parties and special events, we've got everything you need to turn your vision into reality. Need seating? We've got chairs and tables. Looking for some fun? Try our yard games like tumbling timbers and yard pong. Don't forget about our stunning frame tents. Perfect for any outdoor gathering. Visit StockedEventRentals.com or call 937-441-3610 to book today. Stocked Event Rentals, where your perfect event starts.
Hey neighbor, you may be wondering, what makes a community bank special? At Middlefield Bank, it's our people who care about our neighbors and take pride in sharing banking expertise for every stage of life. Because when you're part of the MB community, your goals are our goals, and we're here to help you reach them, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages, loans, and lines of credit to digital banking tools. MB can be your everything bank. Experience the community bank difference with Middlefield Bank. Learn more at middlefieldbank.bank.
At Horvath Productions, we offer specialized wedding films that cater to you and your spouse. With top-of-the-line equipment and storytelling skills, we can assure you that the biggest day of your lives will be captured from start to finish. On top of that, we offer some of the lowest rates in the industry so that you can have the best experience possible without having to give up other important aspects of your event. Visit horvathproductions.com/weddings to see how we can make your memory.
are in the top of the 7th here on Horvath Productions. Ashton Foreman, one of the seniors, trying to close it out here in this scrimmage as it's the alumni game. The varsity Bellefontaine Chiefs lead the alumni squad 9-5. That one popped up out of play. Kean Collier, who's a college player at Defiance, is the batter. After him, Foreman will see another college player, and Alex Caudill.
Yeah, definitely a good part of the lineup for the alumni coming up, and see if Foreman can get the win for the Chieftains.
That one's low. Right now, Luke Levan stands to be the winning pitcher. He went the first 4 innings. Foreman just trying to close it. Technically, if we're being technical, I don't think it's a save because it's a 4-run difference. That one hit second base. Dolly, the lefty.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, left-handed second baseman Spencer Stolley couldn't make the play. Now, in his defense, it just died in the grass. That's one of those where you want to see it hit harder to the infielder, because if it's hit harder, it's most likely an out.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a tough play. They kind of got crossed up between first and second as well, and
yeah,
a good try there, just infield single. I'm assuming we're looking for a couple stolen bases. He stole 2 in his first at bat. Good throw over by Foreman there just to try to keep him honest. And
right now, a 4-run cushion. You just want to get the outs. Low. Have you ever played in an alumni game, Jeremy?
Yeah, I was in one in basketball.
You were?
Yeah, it was kind of a neat thing. It's fun. I like it in all sports, just getting, the crew back together kind of thing, and being out there feeling like you're a kid again.
It never gets old.
No. There's nothing better than being at a ball field with this weather and how beautiful it is out today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's 35, I might be out. I don't know what I would have told Michael about the assignment here, but 70 degrees, I'm in. Oh, boy. That one was all the way back to the screen, so the runner goes, advances to second. 3-1. Nobody warming up at the pen. The 4-run margin right now, so this is Ashton Foreman's baby. 9-5, the varsity in front of the alums. Would you be thinking about somebody in the pen?
Yeah, I definitely think if you get another one on, you try to, get the win here. And it's a big drive down left.
Good play. Good play made by the left fielder. I think that's still Maddox Miller.
Yeah.
Hard to see from here. Matter of fact, I saw Van LaFollette putting on the catcher gear. He's not the catcher right now. This may be Avon Caudill.
Yeah, Caudill's catching. 13 back there.
Yeah.
That's a big out there for Foreman.
It was.
Especially being down 3-1. Gave him a hitter's pitch. Good drive there. Just got out of the inning, though. Or out of the
Wallace again. He did not miss a home run by much earlier in this game. He's inside.
Good throw down.
Yeah, it was. Collier got back, though. 1 out, 1 on, 9-5. The varsity Chiefs in front. Top of the 7th. They get 2 more outs. They have bragging rights for a year. Up high.
Okay, we got to break it down now.
Nothing like getting called your number on your last potential game as a senior here, and
that
good
ball's
rip.
Roped. That's at least a single for Wallace. A run scores, and it's a long single. That was a hard hit ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Line shot.
And we have a pinch runner coming in here.
Jaden Campbell. Not sure who the batter is here.
Yep. Said Cole Comstock.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah. He had a base hit earlier. Low.
You think they're looking to send Campbell here, Bill?
I would, even though you got the varsity starting catcher in there and Avon Gaudill. I think they do. Right now over at first is, I think, Lincoln Banta. Yeah. (9-6) varsity Chiefs up.
There he goes.
Yeah. Great pitch to run on down low, not even a throw, and Campbell with the steal.
Yeah, each look back there, he just creeped out another 6 inches, 8 inches, and got a pretty good lead and took off and stole that one pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. Up high.
Yeah, Campbell's definitely trying to put pressure on the pitcher and catcher here. Playing a little cat and mouse game with them, and
yeah,
if he doesn't get looked back this time, I think he's definitely taking off to third.
Two-0 count. Foreman from the stretch up high. Well, I'll say that's ball 4.
Yeah, this is where he was wondering, if, Bill, if someone should be warming up, having 2 runners on, even though it's still 9-6, but the potential tying runs at the plate.
Yeah, got to get the batter. 2 outs away from a win for the varsity Chiefs. Not able to throw strikes. That's the big thing. That is the biggest part of the game to me.
Yeah, a few half an innings with struggle to find the zone, and that's when the Alumni has really put together a couple runs.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 2-0 count.
Taking off. Good throw down, just.
Well, Campbell got a great lead, and he's fast. I mean, it's just that simple.
Yeah, great throw. Just
double steal, actually.
Yes. Now with 2 in scoring position, tying run at the plate. A big at bat here. And he's winding up with a 3-1 count. Great hitters count here.
In a regular game, this would not be a bad spot for the catcher or even the coach to go to the mound.
Yeah.
Foul back.
Great way to battle here for Foreman. Gets it back full. Try to get out of a little bit of a jam and get the second out of the inning.
Mm-hmm. Three-two on the way. Ball 4, they're loaded up.
Yeah, misses low, and I think no mound visit yet, but
9-6 their score.
Gomez is coming to the plate.
Infield at regular depth. They'll certainly trade an out for a run right now. 9-6 our score. The varsity Chiefs lead the alums in this scrimmage today here at Blue Jacket on Horvath Productions. That ball hit high and hit deep to left field, and that ball is gone. A grand slam by Kevin Gomez, and it gives the Alums a 10-9 lead.
Wow, what a big hit. First pitch of the at-bat, and, you know, generally I always want to go after the first pitch. It's usually the best pitch, and
Yeah.
he took advantage of it and drove it over 325.
Yeah, straight away left field. The left fielder knew pretty much right away that baby was gone. And another at-bat to me, Jeremy, where it just looked like a nice, easy swing.
Yeah, just a level swing. You know, found the barrel of the bat and, you know, got the hip through and just drove it over the fence.
So it's a 10-9 lead. And now the Chiefs send a pitcher to the pen. This is Austin Kelly, the batter. Well, the score eventually got to what you were talking about. A lot of runs.
Yeah, it didn't look like that at the beginning for sure. And, you know, the last couple innings, the Alumni came alive. I think the first half is, hey, I've not seen a lot of live hitting or live pitching. And after that first at bat, first time through the batting order, they kind of came alive.
Yeah. I don't think it hit him. Almost did. Still only one out.
Yeah, warming up for the Chiefs is number 9, it looks like, over there.
Well,
Foreman.
yeah, but he's in the game, so
Oh,
there's two of them.
Oh, yeah, different number 9.
Yeah. Wonder who will pitch for the Alums in the bottom of the 7th. We're in the top of the 7th, and the Alums lead at 10-9. It's kind of like an all-star game in some ways because there's so many lineup changes, a pitcher here, there. Now, Levan went 4 innings, but they've used multiple guys at multiple positions.
Yeah, it's you've seen some guys go from pitcher to catcher to first base to center field to third. It's kind of a neat little way to play one of the last games of the season for sure.
There's a base on balls to Austin Kelly.
You know, I'd probably go out and just calm Foreman down here and tell him, you know, you got one more batter or two, and just try to, you know, have him get a little more composure and get through this.
Mm-hmm.
Runner going. I believe a foul ball.
That's what I thought, too.
He should have to go back to first.
Yeah, the umpire's on top of it, Nate Smith. One out. Called strike.
Foreman's got him down 0-2 here.
Could have extra innings. It's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely an option now with, you know, scoring 5 here in the top of the 7th with 1 out.
Swing and a miss.
That should be strike 3. Yep. Now 2 down and
2 outs. 10-9 score as the Alums lead the varsity.
you know all these guys want to definitely hit it. They've been over swinging, but here's a time I might lay one down with his speed. Try to get a couple runners on.
Pitch up high. Check with the guys that maybe know more about the Alumni game than me. Do they just play 7 innings, or if it's tied, what do they do? You know, since it is a scrimmage after 7, they might just call it a day.
Yeah, they may might have to play rock, paper, scissors or something to find out who the winner is.
Got 1 out or 2 outs, guys?
2 outs.
2 outs. Called strike.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Jeremy maybe thought it was inside.
Yeah, it looked a little inside there, but I don't have as good as a view as the home plate umpire. Full count here, big pitch. Runner's going to be moving with 2 down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a sharp line drive that finds a gap could score a fast runner here on first and, you know, expand the lead a little bit. Oh, throw over. He jumped and almost tagged him out there.
Yeah, close. 10-9. The Alums lead it. That one kind of
It
fisted.
may fall. Nope, Daring's under it, and little can of corn gets them out of the inning.
But the Alums with their biggest at-bat, biggest inning of the game. They score 5 times, highlighted by a Kevin Gomez grand slam. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Alums lead the varsity 10-9 on Horvath Productions. We go to the bottom of the 7th with a new pitcher. It is Russ Hogue, the varsity Chiefs head coach. And the Alums lead the varsity Chiefs 10-9. A good curveball. Now, if we are, again, being technical, but that's not what today's all about. It's about fun. Russ is not a Bellefontaine alum. That was one of the questions I think I asked Jeremy before the game. Do you have to be technically a Bellefontaine alum? I guess not.
Yeah, when you coach
the team, you get a little bit got some leverage.
That's the gray area, right? And he walked out to a inner Sandman like Mariano Rivera, and he's trying to close the doors here.
All right.
Foul ball there.
Yeah.
2-2. You know, 10-9. Just Chiefs need to get a runner on and put a little pressure on their.
Yeah. If the Chiefs get a couple base runners, does Hogue pull himself?
Oh, he's in it for the long haul.
Okay.
I think so. What do you think?
No, I do too. I do too. But if you're a player and you score a couple runs off of him here,
Oh, it's a
that's
good
trouble.
shot.
That's trouble.
At least first and second. Yep.
Base hit by Brody Boy. Good at bat. But if you score a couple runs on your head coach, to win this game in comeback fashion, you will let him know.
Oh, for sure. You know, you might just go out and get the ball and save it as a little souvenir with the game-winning hit.
10-9 our score. Our scoreboard on the air is correct. The one at Blue Jacket is not correct if you're watching us as you're here. Pitch is inside. Batter's Beckham Harmon. I don't think he's had an at-bat in this game yet.
No, first at-bat. And
that one gets all the way to the back.
Wild pitch, second and third now. Hopefully Russ knows that the scoreboard that's out in left center is incorrect. You know, the game-winning run is standing at second base.
You are right, with nobody out. Or wait a minute.
Yeah, no outs.
No outs. Foul by Harmon. He had a big cut. After Harmon, we see
number 2
zone, and it had some speed to it.
Yeah, it's definitely his quickest pitch of the inning right now. He's rearing back and throwing it in there. He started with some curveballs and off-speed stuff.
Up high.
I think he's going back to it here. Full count. Big pitch here.
Yeah, base hit to the outfield, I think, wins the game, don't you?
Yes. Oh,
foul.
Good rip.
Foul.
Just a little early.
What's the count right here on Beckham?
Full count here.
3-2. Nobody out. Runners at second and third.
Just
a pop up to Collier at shortstop. 1 out.
A big out here for Hogan and the Alumni team.
They're up 10-9. Bottom of the 7th here on Horvath Productions. Spencer Stolley, sophomore.
And then on deck after that is Caudill.
Good pitch, called strike. Popped up, out of play.
He's got him down 0-2 here. You know, I'd probably throw something, Bill, that's out of the zone and see if I could get him to go for one that's not a strike.
It hit him.
Yeah,
now, let's see what Jeremy says. By the letter of the law, do you have to make a better effort to get out of there, or not really?
Yeah. In a normal game,
okay, I'm not sure.
You can see that they have to get out of the way.
All right.
Alumni game, it's base on balls, I guess.
Yep. That might be the game. That might be the ball game. Base hit into left field. Runner scores.
They're going.
They're trying to win it, and they will. Throw to the plate, not in time, and the the Varsity Chiefs win it.
I don't think they know yet.
They don't know.
They did change the score from 9.
That's it. Now it's right. Look at it.
Yeah, it's off a run both ways, but it is the correct outcome of a point or of a run. I'm not sure that they understand that yet, though.
Unless, are we going more? Well, hold on here. We got to check with all the officials up here. Connor Horvath, Michael Horvath, and a cast of thousands. Is this a 9-inning ball game here? That batter got hit. That's Sutton Daring. Bases loaded. The score should be 11-10. Varsity Chiefs won the game. Correct, Jeremy?
Yeah, that is correct. They have it 10-9 on the scoreboard at Blue Jacket, but
Patrick Stolley pops it up.
And now we got a little bit of difficulties on the actual scoreboard here at Blue Jacket Park, but the actual score is 11-10, Bill.
Now they're making it 10-10 on the big scoreboard. Not quite sure how they're coming up with the score.
Yeah, I'm not positive of that either.
Swing and a miss.
Good curveball there by the coach.
This might be Alex Crable, who I thought was done for the year. Well, they're saying it's a 10-10 final. That's the game. Well, I'm not quite sure how they came up with it.
At the end of the day,
I don't think it really matters.
Great weather, great cause for the seniors to be here and the alumni. You know, I thank you for commentating with me, and thank the Horvath Productions for allowing me on here.
The scoreboard says 10-10. They're just going to walk it off and say that's it after 7 innings. I will ask you this, though, seriously. Your player of the game, player or players of the games, a couple guys that impressed you, Jeremy.
Yeah, Overman with the one hit was amazing to get the Chiefs going. And then the grand slam by the starting pitcher for the Alumni and Gomez.
Kevin Gomez.
He pitched well. And also Levan. Levan pitched extremely well for the first 4 innings. You know, only gave up 1 hit.
No runs.
No runs. 4 strikeouts, played extremely well. Those 3 guys have really impressed me today.
Jeremy, I know you got youth softball coming up with your daughter. Enjoy the weekend.
Absolutely, you as well. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks to Michael Horvath, Connor Horvath for helping out today, Coach Hogue for helping out with some of the game prep, and all the players that made it happen here at Blue Jacket. The official score after 7 innings, the Bellefontaine varsity Chiefs 10, the Alumni Chiefs 10. So the Alumni lead the series, 1 win, no losses, and 1 tie after 2 years of this Alumni baseball game.
Yeah, the good news is we could go back on Horvath Productions and watch the game and see that it really was 11-10, I do believe. But, you know, if I'm one of the players on the varsity team, I want that feather in my cap.
Well, the Chiefs have a big one Monday at Counselor at Tecumseh, Tuesday at Indian Lake, and the tournament draw is tomorrow. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there this weekend. For Jeremy Mosley and Michael and Connor Horvath, the final score one final time. Well, that is debatable. The scoreboard says 10-10. We think the varsity won it 11-10. For all of our crew, I'm Bill Tipple saying have a good weekend. Take care.